great for us. But yeah, it's super reductive to put it this way, but like...
So Emma, can you tell us which suburbs encompass the set of wheels that you're campaigning in the federal election coming up in 2022 most probably?
Yeah, absolutely. So Wills really covers, a lot of suburbs within Melbourne's northern metropolitan region. So it's Faulkner, Essendon Airport, Glenroy, Pascoe Vale, and then we've got Coburg and Brunswick.
And can you tell us the major issues that you're going to be campaigning on, the Victorian Socialists, in this coming election?
Yeah, so the main three issues we want to focus on in the upcoming federal election are climate change, racism and social inequality. So on climate change, we've just seen Scott Morrison go to the COP26. He's vowed to massively expand the Australian gas industry. The pledge to get to net zero emissions by 2050 is basically a death wish, Victorian Socialists demand real action on climate change, not a bunch of loopholes and theatrics that basically just protect the fossil fuel industry. So we want a transition to completely zero emissions by 2030. We want a complete ban on burning coal by 2030. And we think this isn't only necessary in order to avoid climate catastrophe, but it's possible. The first step is actually ordinary people taking over, the energy industry into their own hands so they can have democratic control over the decision making, this kind of decision making that really threatens the life of the entire planet. On racism, we've seen amazing movements all over the world against police brutality last year in 2020. We've seen, the ongoing sort of atrocities in Palestine, the Israeli occupation and the ongoing bombing of Gaza. We want to stand up against this kind of racism and genocide and apartheid. And for example, we want to fight to defund the police and put more money into community services. We want the Australian government to immediately implement all of the measures in order to prevent Indigenous deaths in custody in this country, which continue to go up and up. And we want to confront the far right in this country, which has only been emboldened in the past couple of years by the kind of anti-lockdown and anti-vax demonstrations we've seen recently. Obviously, we're a socialist party, so the most important thing underpinning all of our policies is the social inequality created by profiteering and capitalism, privatisation. We're going to fight, for working class people, for ordinary people. We are the only genuinely working class party. Labor abandoned that post a long time ago. We want more public housing in the inner city. We want better jobs for young people, affordable housing and accessible services. What else? We want to see trade union, anti-union laws gotten rid of so that workers can actually defend and improve their conditions democratically in the workplace. We want to see the job seeker and social welfare payments taken above the poverty line. There's a bipartisan policy to just kind of fuck over poor and working class people in this country. It's been going on for decades, and that's why we created Victorian Socialists. We think, we need a left alternative to Labor, we need a left alternative to the Greens, and that's what we represent.